Are you serious? Are you serious? Grab some coffee and calm down. John McCain went to Syria. Shh. It was a secret meeting, and really nobody knew he was going to do it. I'm sure the President of the United States knew, but this was very, very quietly done. John McCain, senator from Arizona, made a secret trip to northern Syria last week to meet with U.S. troops in Syria and Kurdish fighters amid their long-standing battle to defeat ISIS. Senator McCain traveled to northern Syria last week to visit U.S. forces deployed there and to discuss a counter-ISIS campaign and ongoing operations to retake Raqqa. McCain's spokesperson said in an email yesterday referring to ISIS as the Syrian capital. Senator McCain's visit was a valuable opportunity to assess dynamic conditions on the ground in Syria and in Iraq. The trip comes as Trump administration continues to reevaluate the U.S. approach and to plan and to defeat ISIS. On the campaign trail, President Trump frequently criticized the Obama administration's policy to defeat this group that controls territory in both Syria and neighboring Iraq, but which has lost significant territory in the last 2 years. McCain's office did not confirm the exact dates that he was in Syria. Now, the United States-led anti-ISIS coalition pushed further into Mosul, Iraq's second largest city, in a bid to wrestle control away from ISIS, which captured the city back in 2014. Meanwhile, the U.S. military and its allies have for months been preparing a campaign to retake Raqqa in Syria, where ISIS has its de facto capital. Members of Congress rarely travel to Syria, as it does not have diplomatic ties to the United States, so you have to go there really undercover. McCain, who is the chairman of the Senate Armed Service Committee, also traveled to the country of Syria back in 2013 to meet with the Syrian rebel leaders fighting the government of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Also, Senator McCain has been a consistent proponent of increased military action in Syria, both against Assad's forces as well as against ISIS. He was very critical of the Obama administration's decision not to launch airstrikes against Assad's forces after it came to light that the Syrian president had reportedly used chemical weapons against the Syrian rebels. But John McCain has also emerged as a critic of Trump's foreign policy. And during a speech at the Munich Security Conference in Germany last Friday, McCain said that Trump's new administration was in a state of disarray. Still, McCain agreed with Trump's order to review the country's military strategy and plans to defeat ISIS. And according to the statement provided yesterday by his office, Senator McCain looks forward to working with the Trump administration and the military leaders to optimize the approach for accomplishing the destruction and defeat of ISIS. So, that's good to hear. John McCain on a secret mission to Syria, meeting with the Kurds. Thank you, and thank you, John McCain, because, of course, the Kurds, they are our allies, and that's who we should have been helping the whole time. Obama would never help the Kurds. He always wanted to help the Syrian Free Army. And against Assad, who was backed by the Russians and the Iranians. So ultimately, I mean, if you want to defeat ISIS, you just got to go defeat ISIS and get the Kurds to help you. And I think that must be the Trump approach. Now, Trump has not revealed his approach, and he said he's not going to. He's going to keep it secret till he's ready to make it happen. And it sounds like he has asked Senator John McCain to go over and check it out, meet with the Kurdish leaders, give them our full assurance that we're going to back them, and then we're going to go root out ISIS. That sounds like the plan, folks. Are you serious? Are you serious? Let's see how this works. All right, let's pray it does work. We got to stop ISIS from murdering and what they have done to the people of Syria and Iraq, to the Christians, to the Yiddies and other minorities, and Muslims who don't want to be a part of the Sharia law doctrine is atrocious, and it's war crimes, and it's a Holocaust, and it's horrible. So please pray they are defeated. Radical Islam has always been a cancer, and it always will be. It has to be dealt with accordingly. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. What's taking place there, you can find it in the book of Jeremiah chapter 49, especially the collapsing of Damascus, which we have witnessed over 5 years. You can find that in Isaiah 17 verse 1. You can also find it in Jeremiah 49, 23 through 27. It tells you exactly how the city of Damascus would crumble, become a ruinous heap. And it has. It's not really functioning like a city. Parts of it is okay, since the Russians showed up and the Iranians, and they're protecting about a third of that city, but the rest of it is in rubble. And I mean, check it out. I've been to the Golan Heights and looked right at Damascus. I looked at it through a high-powered lens, and block after block after block, nothing but rubble. But that's not the whole city, and I understand that. We're truly living in the last days. ISIS needs to be destroyed. Pray that it happens. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're in the last days.